Hello friends, are you a top professional in your field looking to work in the United States? If so, the O-1 visa might be the right visa for you. Whether you're an entrepreneur, scientist, artist, performer, or a business person, this visa is specifically designed for individuals with extraordinary abilities in their field of expertise. In today's video, I'm going to explain about the O-1 visa, who is it for, how to apply, the qualification process, and what you need to know to be able to get this visa and move to the United States as soon as possible. Stick around for expert tips to make your application a success. We help you achieve your American dream. My name is Jacob Sapochnick, and I'm here to guide you through the O-1 visa process. So, let's get started. So the O-1 was designed for individuals with extraordinary ability in science, business, arts, sports, education, and entertainment. The idea behind the O-1 visa is that it allows talented individuals to move to the United States for a temporary duration, 3 years at a time, and can lead you to a green card. Yes, you can move from the O-1 and get your permanent residency inside the United States. There are two types of O-1 visa. There is O-1A, specifically for people in business, entrepreneurs, and O-1B for artists and people in motion pictures. In this video, we'll focus primarily on the O-1A, but in future videos, I'll break down the O-1B and show you which artists can qualify for that visa as well. So let's talk first about the benefits of applying for the O-1 visa. First of all, it's very flexible. You can be in many different professions to qualify for the O-1 visa. And many of our clients who are startup founders find it very useful to qualify. Number two, unlike the H-1B visa, there's no cap, there's no limit on how many visas are available per year. You can apply for this visa anytime, any day throughout the year. Number three, there's no need for an investment. Unlike the E-2 visa, you don't need to invest or start a business. You're coming here purely based on your skills and talents. You can stay here as long as you want. You can continue to increase and renew the visa in increments depending on the contracts that you have and the business that you conduct in the United States. There is no limit for your ability to stay in the United States on the O-1 visa. And finally, you can move from the O-1 to a green card. It's a very good category to transition from the O-1 to the green card, typically under the EB-1 exceptional ability category. So make sure you stick to the end of this video to not miss any of the requirements of the O-1 visa. To qualify for the O-1 visa, you have to meet 3 out of the 8 criteria. Of course, we encourage our clients to qualify under more than 3 criteria, but all you need is 3 to be able to get this visa. Number 1, you have to show that you won some significant awards. And we'll talk about it a little bit later in this video. Number 2, you have to show that you serve an important role at an important company. And again, I break down these requirements in a more simple way because if you read the regulations of the law, they're a little bit more stringent and harder to understand. I'm going to make it very simple for you to understand and make this video worthwhile for you watching it. Number 3, you have to show you're a member of a group that has very high standards to be accepted to. You received media, press coverage for your work over the years. You've written about things at your work that got attention in the media and were published. You've been asked to judge other people in your industry in a conference or in a panel. You make more money than others who do what you do, the high salary requirement. If you can get me 3 out of these 8 requirements, I can get you the O-1 visa. In a future video, I'll break down those criteria one by one with more specific examples to give you an idea what you have to do to qualify. So let's talk about the O-1 application process. The first step is either you need to find an employer or you can work with an agent who will be able to help you get a self-sponsorship on the O-1 visa. The beautiful thing about the O-1 visa is that you can do this even without a direct job offer. But essentially, once you find a sponsor or a job offer, it'll be a first step in applying for the O-1. The next step is gathering the supporting documents, all the awards, all the things, all the reference letters, all the things we talked about in the way of showing that you meet at least 3 of the 8 criteria we just talked about before, We show this by reference letters, your awards, the media about you, all the things that you can gather, including your resume, including your education, all the things you can show to make you exceptional, we gather in that second step. Step number 3, we actually prepare the application using Form I-129 with all the supporting document we just mentioned, with all the legal brief that ties in your story. Sometimes we also need to get a peer opinion from a union in your industry. We need to add that. It's called an advisory opinion. We also add that to your case. And all this package, which is then shipped to the U.S. Immigration Service inside the United States. Now, if you're inside the United States, you can change your status. If your legal status like a student, a tourist, or any other work visa. If you're outside the United States, then once that petition is approved, you will have to attend a visa interview at a U.S. Embassy abroad. Now, once the case is filed with immigration, you typically wait several months for the approval, or you can choose to go with the premium processing, where you pay extra to the Immigration Service and they guarantee a decision in 15 days. And finally, once your petition is approved inside the United States, if you're not changing your status, then your case will be sent to a U.S. Embassy abroad and you will attend a visa interview where a consular officer will ask you further questions and then give you a visa stamp in your passport. That visa will allow you to enter and exit the United States as needed during the approval time of your visa. So once you actually have the O-1, how do you renew it? Well, you can renew the visa. You get it first for 3 years, and then you can renew it in increments of 1 to 2 years, depending on how many contracts you have, and if you can explain to the USCIS why you have to continue to renew your O-1, why they need you here in the United States. So, is the O-1 a good visa for startup founders? Absolutely. As a startup founder, you can easily qualify by showing that you have achievements, media press about your startup, the fact that you are going to be sponsored by the same company that you're starting. It gives you a lot of flexibility. It's one of our preferred visas for founders that we work with. So guys, if you're watching this video and you want to be evaluated to see if you qualify for the O-1 visa, all you have to do is click the link in the description of this video and it will take you to our evaluation page. With no cost, we'll be able to determine if you also qualify for the O-1 visa. And if you do, we'll be able to schedule a consultation with one of our team members to help you get started and start your journey in the United States today. Now, if you want to learn more how to be able to gather the evidence for the O-1 visa, how to be able to build a strong case, to be able to get what it takes to get this visa, how to gather the evidence, how to build strong evidence to have a bulletproof O-1 visa, and all the new requirements, all the big changes in the law that happened the past year. On that video, you'll be able to learn how to avoid the most common mistakes that people do when they apply for O-1 visa. So, link is right here. Come watch that next video and let's make your journey towards the O-1 visa a success.